Welcome back. In today's lesson, we're going to start understanding how Bitcoin transactions actually work. This is the first part of a two-part class. Today, we'll focus on two essential ideas. The first is public and private keys. These are like the tools that make Bitcoin transactions safe and secure. The second is Bitcoin wallets. These are the tools that help you manage your Bitcoin. These two concepts are the foundation of sending, receiving, and securely storing Bitcoin. In the next lesson, we'll explore how Bitcoin transactions are verified on the network. But first, let's start with public and private keys. So public and private keys are the tools that allow Bitcoin to work. They ensure that only the person who owns the Bitcoin can send it and that no one can steal it. Here's a simple way to think about them. A public key is like your email address. You can share it with others so they can send Bitcoin to you. A private key, on the other hand, is like the password to your email account. You keep it secret because it gives you access to your Bitcoin. These keys work together to make Bitcoin transactions secure, private, and tamper-proof. Imagine you're sending money online through a bank. The bank is the middleman that ensures the transaction happens. But Bitcoin doesn't have a middleman, so public and private keys are used instead. They ensure that only the owner of the Bitcoin can send it, no one can tamper or mess with the transaction, and the transaction is secure and private. Picture a mailbox. Your public key is like the address of the mailbox. You can share it with anyone so they can send Bitcoin to you. Your private key is like the key to open the mailbox. Only you can use it to access the Bitcoin sent to you. This system makes sure that no one else can take your Bitcoin, even if they know your public key. Public and private keys are created together as a pair using advanced mathematics. Here's how it works. The private key is generated first. It's a long string of random numbers and letters, like a secret code. The public key is made from the private key using a mathematical formula. This relationship is one way. It means someone can't figure out your private key even if they know your public key. This is why Bitcoin is so secure. A private key is a long random string of letters, as I mentioned. Here's an example of what one might look like. This randomness makes it nearly impossible for someone to guess your private key. Your private key is the most important piece of information in Bitcoin. If someone gets your private key, they can take your Bitcoin. Your public key is connected to your private key, but it's not the same as your Bitcoin address. Here's the difference. The public key, as I mentioned, is a long technical string of characters. It's used to generate your Bitcoin address. The Bitcoin address is a shorter, user-friendly version of the public key. Think of it like this. The public key is a long phone number, and the Bitcoin address is kind of like the nickname for the phone number that's easier to share. You can share your Bitcoin address with others when you want to receive Bitcoin. Imagine your Bitcoin address as the label on a mailbox. It's short and easy to share, but it connects to your public key, which handles the technical work behind the scenes. This system makes sending Bitcoin simple and secure. Now that we've talked about keys, let's move on to wallets. A Bitcoin wallet is like a digital tool that helps you manage your Bitcoin. Here's what a wallet does. It stores your private key and keeps it safe. It helps you use your public key or Bitcoin address to send and receive Bitcoin, and it lets you check your Bitcoin balance. Think of a wallet as a secure tool that lets you access and manage your Bitcoin whenever you need to. There are several types of wallets to choose from, depending on your needs. The first is hot wallets, which are connected to the internet. They're easy to use but also less secure, and examples of those are mobile apps and desktop wallets. The other option is a cold wallet, which are not connected to the internet, making them very secure, and they're best for long-term storage. Examples of these are hardware wallets and paper wallets. And the third is custodial wallets, which are managed by a third party like a cryptocurrency exchange. They're easy to use, but less secure since you don't control the private key. Choosing the right wallet depends on whether you prioritize security, convenience, or ease of use. Here's how Bitcoin wallets work behind the scenes. Your wallet stores your private key, which gives you control over your Bitcoin. It uses your public key to create your Bitcoin address, which you share to receive Bitcoin. When you send Bitcoin, your wallet creates a digital signature using your private key. The signature proves that you own the Bitcoin being sent. The wallet doesn't store the actual Bitcoin, it just stores the keys that connect to the Bitcoin wallet. Think of your wallet as a keychain or as a normal wallet that carries credit cards. It holds your private keys like a house key, which gives you access to your Bitcoin. It helps you use your public key like a house address to receive Bitcoin. Without your wallet, you wouldn't be able to manage or use your Bitcoin securely. Your private key is the most important part of your wallet. If someone else gets it, they can take your Bitcoin. Here's how you can protect your private key. First point is never share your private key with anyone. Second point is use a secure wallet like a hardware wallet for large amounts of Bitcoin. And this we'll be talking about in future lessons. And the third is back up your wallet in case you lose access to it. Think of your private key as the key to your house. If someone else has it, they can walk in and take everything. Bitcoin wallets make using Bitcoin simple. Here's how they work for basic tasks. For sending Bitcoin, you can enter the recipient's Bitcoin address and the amount you want to send. Your wallet signs the transaction with your private key. For receiving Bitcoin, you can share your Bitcoin address with the sender. Your wallet will notify you when the Bitcoin arrives. And then for checking your balance, your wallet shows how much Bitcoin you own by reading the blockchain. Wallets are user-friendly tools that make managing Bitcoin easy, even for beginners. Different wallets serve different needs. Hot wallets are best for frequent transactions because they're easy to access. Cold wallets are best for long-term storage because they're highly secure. And custodial wallets are best for beginners who want simplicity. But remember, you don't control the private keys. Pick a wallet that fits your needs. If you're holding Bitcoin for a long time, prioritize security. If you're using Bitcoin often, prioritize convenience. So in terms of tips, the most important point, as you can see in this video, is to keep your private keys safe. Use a strong password and back up your wallet. It's very similar to using a computer where you want to make sure that all your accounts are completely safe. So in this lesson, we learned public keys and private keys. These are the tools that make Bitcoin transactions safe and secure. And then we also talked about Bitcoin wallets. These tools store your keys and help you send, receive, and manage Bitcoin. These are the building blocks of Bitcoin transactions. And in the next lesson, we'll explore how Bitcoin transactions are verified on the network. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next class.